gentlemen, it's Delta's pleasure to welcome you to Atlanta. This is the intermediate point on our flight. For your continued comfort and safety, please remain seated until the captain has brought the aircraft to a complete stop at the gate and turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will be your indication that you are free to move into the aisles and collect any personal belongings you might have brought on board. Please use caution when opening the overhead bins. Items do have a tendency to shift during flight. If you are making flight connections here or need assistance with ground transportation, ladies and gentlemen, we have been cleared for landing in Shannon. At this time, we would like for you to ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened, that your footrests are stowed, and your seat back is in the forward upright position. Should you still have any cups and glasses in your possession, we do request that you please hand them to one of your flight attendants as they're coming through the cabin. Gentlemen, it's our pleasure to welcome you to Shannon, intermediate stop on our flight number 128. Local time is approximately 7:45. We do ask that you please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop at the gate and the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off.
Here we are on the grounds of Dunloe Castle. It's 1:27 p.m. U.S. time. It's about 6:30 p.m. here.
And it's very crisp.
And it's very cool.
Crisp and cool.
And it's very green around here. This is the greenest place I've ever seen. If you like country, you'll love this place. Cows, you'll love this place. This is a neat experience. Not sure what this is up ahead of us. There's a lot of old looking buildings around, but there is an actual castle ruin on this ground. I'm not sure we found that yet. I don't believe this is it. Yeah, this is the castle here, because you can see the
Dunloe Castle.
You can see right up there where the turrets are, well, that's where it's one of them fortified looking things. I don't know what it is. This is neat. This is a small castle here. This is really nothing but a tower. For what I've read on it, this was once just a wooden tower to start with, and then later on they added stone. And it's been destroyed several times and rebuilt. I believe from what I read, it was first built in 1206. To give you some idea how old this original thing is. But this has been built over again several times. It's nothing, it was an extremely small dwelling, as you can tell.
Go up to the inside.
This is neat. Here's another side of Dunloe Castle, and there is trees and stuff growing and ivy growing on top of this thing. And there's actually, the roof is caved in at some time, and there's actually a tree inside of this castle growing. It's about over halfway up. It's the height of the tree. And here's a little crawl space. We can actually go inside, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, here we go. As you can see, this was a very small dwelling. There's a fireplace over there. Extremely small. There were floors to this though. Looks like there was 3 floors, 4 floors.
Ooh, over there's a fireplace.
Yeah.
Irish.
Now that I'm in here, I can see that this tree is not really on the bottom floor. It's kind of grew out of the side, so it's not as tall as it looks.
History. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's something to be able to look at something this old. This here, if I'm not mistaken, is part of the River Shannon. The one of the bus driver told us this is the longest river in all of
Scotland.
Ireland, Scotland, Wales, the whole Britain too.
It's amazing how it's built.
Originally, this way they built the architecture, way they built these, they built a tower on top of a mound of earth. It was the moat system, and they had a moat around it. And this is actually this is on a hill. This tower, you look down, and it drops way down. We're on a mound of earth.
There's a wall.
Yeah, there's a wall too. So this place would be a very good fortified area. Near water where, you know, you could get to water in case of a siege or something. If this don't make you think of knights in shining armor and I guess a lot more primitive times, nothing will. I can about see the people of that day now. Yeah, there's a house way up there on the hill. The kind of houses they have around here is nothing like what we're used to in America. You don't see you don't see vinyl siding at all. Most everything you see is stucco, stone.
This pine cone that weighs about 5 pounds.
Yeah, well, there's a humongous pine cone. I don't know what kind of trees these are, but they're.
So big.
This tree right here is tremendous. It's got to be several hundred years old, just the way it's. I mean, it's tremendous pine tree. They don't grow like this that I've seen in America. Talking about a room with a view, we got a view here.
Now making a basket in the kitchen is much easier than make it in the basketball court. And this was exactly 2 points. When it's done, you put it right over here. Curry turkey in a noodle basket.
The room is nice too, it's clean and well, it's real nice.
All you have to do is thicken this up, and you also can make a dish, can preset it right over here.
Cork City itself is actually divided into 3 parts. You have the north part, the south part, and you have the part that we're on now, which is known as the Middle Island. It's the River Lee that parts up just as we were coming into Cork City, and it forms the island that we're on now. If you see down ahead of us there, the Capitol Cinema down with the traffic lights, going back around 1850, 1880, the street that we'll actually be on was once a waterway joining the 2 rivers, but it was then when we we leave the Jameson Centre later on today, we actually come back into the city, and I think you have about an hour to hour and a half just to look around and get a bit of lunch, do a bit of shopping around the city. A worm into the whiskey, and of course the worm would shrivel up and die. And he would say to the people, he said, now what does that tell you? And the answer he got was once that if you drink plenty of whiskey, you'll never have worms. The river we're just crossing now is of course the River Lee. Did you hear the fight that took place here last weekend between Chris Eubanks and the Irish boxer Steve Collins? Didn't hear that? No, it was a very hyped up fight. It was an Irish boxer, Steve Collins. He actually defeated Chris Eubanks. He's an English boxer, and it took place in the football stadium here in Cork City.
This here is the world's largest steel.
Originally began production in 1825, and before they had any lift here at all, one single worker used to have to lift bags weighing about 100 kilos or about 16 stone up into the upper floors, which is an extremely difficult job. Now, along the wall over there on the left-hand side, you can see some pictures of the harvest here in this area, and on the right then we have some machines and tools used in Now, of course, here then in the old days, water would have been a very important source of power. And they brought water to this distillery from the local Dungorney River, using the mill race over there, and the water then turned the large water wheel here. Now, this present water wheel made of cast iron was imported in 1852 from the Fairburn Company in England. But actually, Fairburn didn't know when making the water wheel who his customer was going to be. And so it is just by sheer coincidence that he engraved the sheaves of barley there on the side of the water wheel. Now, water power was used here firstly for the wool factory at the end of the 1700s, but actually water power was used here until 1975, when our new distillery here in Middleton was opened. Large pot stills. Now, this pot still here is in fact the largest in the world, with a capacity of about 144,000 litres. Now, it is made of copper, and each of the copper sheets are brought in here into this distillery. The pot still was erected here, and then the building was built around it afterwards because of its huge size. Now, copper is well suited to distilling because it conducts the heat well, and it doesn't react chemically with the liquid inside. Now, because alcohol boils at a lower temperature to water, and the other
reading an article.
There we have the other companies abroad firstly to store sherry, bourbon or port once, and then they are brought back in and used for storing Irish whiskey 3 times. Now, the reason for this is that whiskey is a barrel measured texture, the settling of the Irish whiskey, and it means that Irish whiskey wouldn't have a woody character whatsoever. Now, the barrels that have a total lifetime of between 30 and 40 years, a minimum of 6 years in some of our rarer brands for longer. Now, it's only at this stage that the storage of the whiskey in oak barrels that the colour and the taste of the whiskey are brought to their full potential. Now, these are two very special whiskies produced here in Liverpool. This one is the Jameson Distillery Reserve, a 12-year-old whiskey which was produced here in 1992, only through the opening of its own distilleries at Heritage Centre. Two factors bottled is because the barrels producing this whiskey, he selects them specially, and only the best will do. Now, these barrels are in supervision constantly while they're in storage, and they're also turned while in storage.
People everywhere. Poor Carl.
Go in there and eat some chicken.
Europe the first time. It was in 1975.
Looks like it's black in here. I can't.
Get up close.
Well, what it is, it's just the sky's so light.
Sure is. Makes you kind of
I
dizzy.
did that once, but I ain't gonna do it no more.
That's
You
rough.
haven't done it yet?
Not yet.
Well,
Over here too. Over here.
I'm getting this. That's what we were just done right.
Not yet. We're on our way.
Nope. I'm sorry. Oh, was it? Sorry. All right, guys, now it's time to go exploring.
You don't feel twice to make sure. You say you don't feel Oh. Just a minute. Dominic. Dominic.
There's a kitchen at Barney Castle. There's the cook. You should see these
Weenies and
spiral
beans.
staircases. Look at these spiral staircases. This goes for 130 some steps like that.
And they're smooth.
You ever fail, yeah, they're smooth. If you ever fail, you'd probably
But
see now Tim's in the dungeon.
Right underneath, yeah?
you can way back up
Can't see
in there. You
nothing.
can't see anything.
This is a dungeon, even though you can't see in there. It's dark.
People have been sitting up in there drinking beer.
Here's another one.
You went to Tallings, were they?
No.
Where's that going? Oh, just going around. Be careful in here.
I don't think I want to go up in there.
It's totally black in here.
Barney
There's
Castle.
probably skeletons in here somewhere.
Barney.
Well, did you see what you wanted to in there?
Yeah, so we remember where we were. These are sod houses here. Sod village.
That'd be good. Get that person on the bicycle, honey.
Your own. It's rewinding.
I don't think that took.
Why?
It was on number 37.
It wouldn't.
You got time to unload? Because I want to get a picture.
Oh, yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yes, got which part, really pretty good shot of it.
Something like that. I've been taking mine out and not leaving in the camera and everything to try to make them last as long as I can. Because they'll go down just leaving them in there, not even using them.
Well, it was done for several different reasons, the walls especially. It cleared the land of the stones, and, you know, where would they put them? They built the walls. It divided the properties up from one farmer to another, and also it was
Yeah.
Oh, they did get out of the trenches, Is that the Atlantic?
Well, you can see that.
did the, what is it? I would like to. We took. Can you please stand over there?
Why did she said no? Why did you say no?
Thank you. I'd have just picked you up and put you over. We took Mother right before a ride that day because that was her birthday. And, you know, they had said she couldn't go on that.
You getting around all right?
No, not at all. But we got her on here. Yeah.
Hey, darling.
Yes, sir.
He's playing music out there for you to dance now.
Yes, sir. Well, I better go out.
I forgot the name of this place.
When you look at the area that we've after travelling through, remember I showed you the house where Daniel O'Connell lived? That was the Derrynane House. Dublin by horseback. And from Caherdaniel to Dublin used to take 6 days travelling on horseback. It's roughly 250 miles. Now there on the left hand side, this is the Barfinny Lake, and the mountain on the left is the Barfinny Mountain. Of course, the mountains ahead of us there on the left-hand side, those would be the McKilcuddy Rings. Into a place that is known as the Black Valley. From the Black Valley then, you can carry on then up over the Gappadon Road, which some of you know, I believe that some of you actually, I picked you up at the Kate Carney's Cottage after coming down on the ponies and traps. when I was young and innocent, about a couple of years ago, like, you know, that I was doing tours. I first started doing tours down here about 20 years ago. And I was coming down here one day with a big coach the same as this one. And I looked in the mirror and I saw behind was an ambulance. And being here, scare 'em, devil may care, like, I picked up the microphone, I said, by the way, I said, you realise that this road is so dangerous, coaches has to have an ambulance following it. And everybody, the coach looked round and saw an ambulance, they nearly died. This coach is one of the most widely used roads in the country for coaches. And yet it's very, very, very seldom you hear of any accidents on this road.
Knock on wood. Look at that. Ooh, wait. Ooh, I just need it.
No houses around the way.
Yeah, no idea. Well, let's... Look at that in your bag.
Anyone yodel? Look.
Look at that sheep. They just everywhere.
They get it from the richer, poorer countries like Ireland and Spain. Now, I will be stopping just down the road for anybody who wants to get a quick photograph. It's here in 1861 when Queen Victoria came over and she stayed in the Muckross House, which is just on the outskirts of Killarney. And she came up the mountains here on one of the ponies and tramps. And the place where we were going to stop was a place that she enjoyed.
Is that house over there?
A couple of the
Locals?
tourists.
Whatever you like.
Watchtower on top of that mountain. Tamara, when did he say that was built?
1599.
1599.
During the time when the Spanish Armada was invading England, and some of them got lost at sea and came to this port, this bay.
This is Dingle Bay, right?
Dingle Bay.
Over 800. again now, would you believe, when I used to come round here first of all? Of course, if anybody came back here privately on your own and you hired a car, would be the most, this is what is known as the Slee Head. And again, we'll be stopping here if anybody would like to jump out and take a few photographs.
I have one later. I might take it out. Hey, for sure.
Now, I was telling you about the beehive huts, which were built around 500 hive huts. That's the one with a grass roof.
Air from outside.
This is one of the oldest places of worship. It dates back to 5 or 6 centuries, according to the guide. It was used to grind the corn that America sent in the 1800s during the famine. If I'd eat them, you might be poison or something. All you know. You never know.
Seemed to get loose, and Rusty Wallace just shot by. And look at Jeff Gordon. He's closing up on the back of Earnhardt. Yeah, Rusty's pulling away from Dale, and Gordon's closing in on Earnhardt. And Ricky Rudd, meanwhile, the tire board is still the leader. There's Ricky Rudd. Let's watch a replay, and I don't know if we go back far enough. This is coming off the second corner, and watch as Earnhardt comes off the corner. It looks like he's got the car loose, and Rusty just shot by him. Yeah, back in there.
That is that old cow. Hollers all night. There he goes, missing mama or something. Got some pretty horses out here. That is a big cow, got a big mouth. Oh, what's wrong with it? It's trying to get over that other small group of cows over there. Can't make it because of the fence. He just can't seem to be satisfied over here.
You need to back up to get the gap.
Oh, we got plenty of time. We'll be going through there tomorrow. That's the hotel we stayed in.
You can't see it for the trees.
Well, it's a 5-star here in Europe. I don't know what it would be in the United States. Probably a 3. What?
That horse.
No, I didn't even see that.
He's laying down.
Showing off. He's probably trying to scratch his back.
Hey, pretty. Hey, pretty horsey. Hey,
Bird I've never seen before.
He's showing off.
He's scratching.
How about scratching my back, please?
ravens are great big. Some of them look like a medium-sized chicken, just so big. Beautiful country. There's butterflies all over this place. And bees, you can see them. Unless this place is bee infested. Seems to be anyway. They have no reptiles at all, but they have plenty of bees, looks like. Make up for that. There are butterflies all over this bush. Old farmhouse, I guess. We are on the outside of the castle here at Dunlow. I'm looking at these trees, they're huge. I know they're hundreds of years old. They gotta be. Seems like everything grows bigger here. There's a mushroom there. I don't know if I've ever seen a mushroom that size. Great big. It probably don't look that big compared to these trees, but them trees are quite big. This wall goes all the way down. Oh.
I'm videoing here. Johnny. I can't see where I'm walking. Supposedly this is the courtyard. The wall's tremendous. Stone on top of stone.
A lot of bees and butterflies around.
I don't like the bees. They're swarming.
That is, I guess it's a bird bath.
Oh, there's a tree. The air's cool and crisp. It's really been a nice day. This is the entrance to the castle. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Looks like where the gate was stationed. It's kind of neat. It's real old. walking away. Expect to see a knight in shining armor come running down the path to this Dunlow Castle. There's my knight in shining armor strolling along. What would you do if somebody opened the door? Tremendous. It's just so old. Yeah, there's like trees or something growing up inside of it. There's all kinds of weird stuff growing around here. All along the walls, little lookout stations. I guess if an intruder come running up the wall, they could spear them or shoot them with arrows. Back behind this place is like a creek or river that runs. We get a view of what the castle's made out of.
It's stones and some kind of cement. This has been patched up over the years, I'm sure. It's pretty recent there. The structure itself is original.
It's an original.
That's a piece of it. I want a piece of this rock over here.
Yank one out. But I'll fall.
There's some more funny colored looking rocks. Orange rocks. You know, purple rocks, orange rocks.
Wait a minute.
Maybe just some kind of fungus growing on them.
I would imagine.
Some of this fungus growing here is kind of orange looking.
I'll give you a view. See the river.
That's a piece of Dunlow Castle there.
We're on the other side now. Now there's the dungeon.
Supposedly built 1207 AD.
Before I was
really, I'm not sure who did this. It's down at Hospice Old. It's really not a very good place compared to the other.
Down there's the river. Okay. Show you something really neat. It's just really a wild looking tree. The roots grow on top of the ground. This is over behind the courtyard before the Munsters live. Hotel Dunlap. There's a real neat tree. Looks like it has peppers or something growing on it. Hope I'm getting them here. Tree on this trail. It's tremendous. Try to get a view of it. The air is wonderful here. This is a wall over here they built for protection. Guess they didn't like their neighbors. Some people are like that, you know. We're at a lookout.
Looks like a jungle. I don't know what kind of bird that is.
Distinct sound in the background if you can hear it. Kind of wild creature. We're in Ireland to look at some of this stuff. You think you're in, what'd you say?
Africa, somewhere in the jungles.
The color might not be too good with the sun. See the forest. Ireland's trying to rebuild their forest.
England cut up a lot of their forest lands back in the 1800s building their ships.
Really, it's a poor area.
already done the chest. You know, she loves this place because it's full of it. It's just ancient.
It's a beautiful view out here.
Need to do some work on these floors. Squeaky.
It's not raining.
And some of these things need to be reupholstered.
Drexel Heritage.
The view. Here's the hallway stay. Here's the view from the room. There's a cow. We can look at the cows, horses. It's kind of blurry through the window. And you can open these windows, there's no screens in them, so you get all kinds of visitors when you do.
Australia is the largest single underwater munitions dump in Western Europe. With our headlines again at 4, and now it's back to Derek.
Thank you, Alan. I'm joined by Jerry Scully to have a wee look at the weather ahead. Enjoy the new set at home. Be a polish with the same colour as the settee. Do you see them too?
Doing them nicely, yes.
Oh, absolutely. When you fancy the options. What's the weather doing out there at the moment?
Well, yeah, it's still not very good but it's quite not like cold and it's up to
Come on in.
I know it's not cold, is it?
No, temperatures are about 18, 19 degrees. Quite nice this time of year.
Any rain?
So cow mooing.
There was a few spots earlier on in the north and northwest.
Man, birds almost come in the room.
And it's coming out.
You know, they're on their knees over around the area of the Moy crowd for
They got some cokes down there sitting on the ledge.
Let's have a look at the next chart and see if there's any
Well, tonight, virtually no rain over and cloud over. Not a lot of temperature get down by down to about 6 or 7 degrees. A lot of mist and fog before.
We can hear you. Redheads are talking to the cow this morning.
Tomorrow, we will have a problem of mist and fog early morning. It points out here in place.
That's beautiful up there. See it? Look. Over there, you get over this way, you see the gap.
Fall out the window.
Get that ugly thing. He just raised his head up. See the black one? He's the one that's, ooh, gross. Go to the toilet.
Shut up. Too loud.
Bunch of crap or something right there.
I ain't looking for
He's getting ready to.
Shut up. Get your head out of the way. On the video.
And some surprises in the way colours. Headlines, I think, are going to be whatever suits you, I think. But I see a lot of short skirts and a lot of 3-inch below the knee skirts.
I thought for customer collection and they were just below the knee. Quite interesting.
Interesting. I think you have to have a long leg from knee to ankle to wear that in particular.
Same method of massage for months. May look rather rustic. Apparently it's very new age. This is a more mystical method. It's Khan carries a laser, but in circumstances like
Here's some more money.
Catherine McCauley.
So we're not gonna ride the bikes.
Vi kommer inte dit.
It's been raining today. This has been awful, isn't it?
Do we go all the way up there? I guess we do. 6 miles. That big old bird.
So the McLacuddy Ridge, and you're right there now. The highest range of mountains in Ireland, and the purple mountains are on the left then.
Man, it didn't tell me. all the time.
I know.
That's all you knew. You wouldn't better, but
Playing with you.
Nice view up here to your right now. Gecko Lake.
oh, yeah.
Passed on.
Beautiful day for it anyway.
It's beautiful.
How does JC come from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
You hot summer?
On the right, what he said was the highest range, didn't he?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take the video.
Why is it that the water looks so black?
It's the reflection of the mountain. Maybe the black is that reflection of the mountain. The water itself is quite clear. It's just a reflection of the black mountain, like the mountain.
Okay.
Hello! Woo! Hello! Hello!
Sneak. What is his name?
What is your name?
Bobby.
Bobby.
Are you of Irish descent anywhere back? Any bit of Irish in you? Are you Irish? Any bit of Irish? Is there, would there be a lot of Irish in Carolina? Not many, I suppose.
No.
I think there's some Irish on my side and my dad's side.
Famine, see, a lot of them went.
Immigrated.
Yeah.
Why are the sheep painted? Because of the painting on them?
So that each farmer knows his own. It's an identical mark.
Oh, okay.
They paint them in a different part of the body or else a different colour, so one of the two.
Our bus driver told us that they painted the blue ones, the boys blue and the girls red.
He would do all right.
We knew he wasn't right though because we went by another one that had red and blue.
No, it's just a mark so that each farmer will know his own. The distance.
That's a pretty little one.
A little bit to the front if you can. Thank you. It's fine.
Got up over that wheel.
August is very busy here, like in July, sometimes very busy, a lot of tourists.
What's the weather like in October?
Can be nice. It was beautiful. Last October, it was the best month we had last summer, was October. You never know, really. It could be wet and cold, or it could be fine as well. You can get it really fine up to the end of October, though, some years. But then you can get the summers quite wet as well. Last summer was very wet. Would you get much rain now in Carolina? Would you get it in the summer at all, any rain now? Yeah. Don't we get snow?
Oh, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, it's not too old. It's got a tin roof on it.
Hoof shedding all over the place. Look at my jeans. Must be the horse, huh?
The actual gap of Dunlaw in front of you there. Yeah, because not here out today. I haven't seen yesterday as well.
Hello. Like one of the horses take off.
That's my brother Michael.
That'd be neat. And what a place to live.
Crows, black ravens, that's what you call them, ravens. Two species of them in the mountain. There's a black one and there's a greyback as well that has a greyback.
What kind of fish?
Round trout, but they're very small, they're tiny. About 8 or 9 inches long. You have salmon in the bigger lakes of Killarney also, but not up to those ones.
lot older than 8 years old. Hello, Sam. Does yours tell you how much charge you have left on your battery?
No, it just tells me when the battery's dead.
They do walk stuff, don't they? Just look fine. Beautiful.
Well, nice thing, really like that.
Yes.
Gorgeous. Okay.
Let's go.
We'll get a nicer view of it.
I'm a whole lot like that. But I'm not necessarily. I'm not necessarily. Undoubtedly, that was the first time that ever happened. The guy just, he didn't know what. Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Probably another 10 mile.
Where to the right?
Little tree.
One of the few trees I've seen up on the mountainside.
The water's running down off of the rocks.
See why. They don't have reptiles, but they have enough insects.
And this is an old bridge.
That's Black Valley.
I didn't see those. I just saw that one. I still think it's funny when Jonathan said, asking if I actually do, Mommy? Not seeing cows out in the woods.
What are the single horses for? People just ride the...
They're taking them out from underneath the carriages now.
Oh.
But people do ride sometimes, all right, sure. About a minute's walk now over the bridge, and there's a restaurant, and you can have your lunch in there, and the boats are also there. We'll be there, yes. Get it. Oh, green.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, where we gonna sit in the front or the back?
I just get out here. Jump on this.
Because I can't hear nothing.
Smoothest ride we've had.
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's white, Ken.
There's a Gaelic water means the river on the marshes. And during the winter months, all the low-lying land on either side of the river is completely covered by water. Now, this is the first lake we're on at the moment. It's called the Upper Lake. This is the smallest of the three lakes, measuring 2 miles in length, half a mile wide, and it averages at about 90 feet in depth, about 30 meters. And if you look around the lake, you see that all the way around, there's black and white on the rocks. And that's the high water mark, where the black meets the white. In this lake here, for 2 reasons. Number one is that it's completely surrounded by mountains. It acts like a base and all the water drains off into the lake. And number two, there's a very narrow exit from the lake. I'll show you that in about 10 minutes time. Now where the black meets the white, that's the high water mark. That's where the level of the water should be. They're called McGillicuddy Reeks. And amongst those peaks is Carron Tool. That's the highest mountain in Ireland. It's roughly 3,500 feet high. Back amongst those peaks over there. When you came through the gap of the Blow, you came between the Purple Mountain and McGillicuddy Reeks. Between 2 mountains, that's where the gap of the Blow is. That's where during the Ice Age, the glaciers would be out. It also formed the lakes here.
It's very
because of stuff like that, you know.
Bridge is 300 years old, approximately.
The ones you can get some parts. If you see him, I could just hold the plate.
This is Ross Castle, built in the 16th century.
It's got to be done tonight. And he picks the bus picks it up forward.
What we need to do is we need to find out. We'll do that tonight about 6:30. What time we need to have our bags out for the and